Testing, testing. Color, color, check, check. Color, color, check. Test, test, check, check. Play by play, check, check. Play by play, check.
to have you along tonight. Ken Hornick along with Alan Asmansky. And Alan, realistically, Russia the favorite, but you never know in this game, and that's why they got to play it. Switzerland will be out to try to do everything they can to at least pick up a good effort tonight.
A lot at stake for both teams in this contest. For Russia, they're looking for that first place lockup if they can knock off the Swiss. But for Switzerland, they're in search of their first win of the tournament, and it could certainly complicate things in the pool if they're able to play spoiler and pick up 2 points here tonight.
Well, the only game they've played so far in this tournament, they actually were right there with Canada East for the first half of the game, and then things kind of fell apart for them. I'm sure the kids were a bit tired from the travel. They got a day off, and I'm expecting to be a little fresher here tonight.
Switzerland, one of the younger teams in the tournament, and in that first game against Canada East, you saw the depth of Team Canada East coming to the forefront, really wearing down this young Swiss squad. But as you mentioned, Ken, they've got a game under their belts now. They know what is at stake and what is in store, and we'll see what they throw at these Russians tonight, who had a pretty good outing yesterday evening.
And right off the face-off, opening draw of the hockey game, Team Russia get the puck deep in the Switzerland zone, and they have control of it. On the wing there, that's Korsarinkov, and a quick shot there off the stick of the forward Korsarinkov, and the first save of the game for a different goalie in net tonight. Philippe Wutzek was in net the other night. Tonight it's Matteo Ritz for Switzerland.
And we're getting a look at both second netminders for both the clubs tonight. Matteo Ritz in goal for Switzerland, and at the other end, Mikhail Burden gets the nod for Team Russia. So both of those goaltenders are going to get their first action of the tournament, and I'm sure each coach would like to have both netminders going as they approach quarterfinal and semifinal action.
Back to pick it up now for the Russians is number 32, Vasily Belyaev. He gets the puck up the wing, and it bounces just outside the line, and we're going to get a penalty early in this contest. Someone's heading off for hooking. Looks like one of the Team Switzerland players, so the Russians get the first power play of the hockey game.
Stick infractions always frustrating for coaches at any level of playing here. It's a hooking call against the Swiss, and more often than not, it's just a case of you stop moving your legs and allow your stick to do the work for you. Not the case there, and the official, the back one, makes the call there.
So Russia go to the power play just over 30 seconds into the opening period. Alexiev on the right side on the point for Russia, sets it up on the power play. Feeds it over here to Kenamov, and it's down into the corner. Back on the point now for Karpukin. He then gives it down low in the corner, right-hand corner now. And controlling there the puck for Team Russia is Kayumov. Now back on the point. Here's Karpukin over here to Kayumov. He plays it down low. Bounced off the stick of the Russian forward there, Maltsev. He plays it down in the corner. There's a centering pass, and it's loose in the slot. A quick shot. And the first real good save of the game there for the Swiss goaltender, Ritz, as Team Russia was moving the puck around pretty well there on the power play.
For Ritz, it's got to feel good to be challenged like that and get the early save under your belt. A minute 15 into the opening period here, and he's already been faced with a tough task. Allows him to get that one out of the way and really focus on the rest of the contest.
Both goalies in tonight's contest are 6'2".
Big guys.
Face off, one here by the Russians. They get the puck on the point. Akhmatgaliev plays it over here to Bain. Bain then slides it down into Mezchergath. There's a quick shot and they score. Moving up there from the point was Nikita Gromov, and he took the nice feed from the far side, and right like that, the Russians open up a 1-0 lead, clicking on the power play.
They don't waste any time at all getting to work. A minute 27 into the opening period, just 52 seconds with the man advantage, and they've already found themselves up 1-0 here. It's got to feel good for them to get that early lead. It took a little bit against Team Canada East to get the wheels going and find what was working for them, but after they did, they certainly rolled along and just never put any doubt into anyone's mind, and here they're looking to get at it early, and I'm sure often as well.
So right off the face-off after that opening goal of the game, Team Russia fires it deep in the Swiss zone. Back to pick it up there is LeCoultre. He had a goal the other night against Team Canada East. Puck is dumped in there by Marco Miranda. Now it slides back to the point. LeCoultre has it. He fakes the shot, plays it down on the wing for Kurashev. He then loses it. Here's Miranda, big winger for Team Switzerland, number 17. Had a good game the other night against Canada East. Puck is slapped off the boards and kept in at the line there by Miranda. Now the captain for Team Russia picks it up. Nikita Makia closes the puck. Good pressure here by Team Switzerland. They're down by a goal. That was Alex Simic. Cross ice feed. Back on the point there. That is Steinman. He got a shot but was blocked. Here's a chance in front, and the puck dribbles off into the corner. Good pressure by Team Switzerland. That's their top line out there. Back the other way comes Russia. On the wing and freezing the puck up on the backboards there was Shevchenko. He loses it. Now it's picked up by his line mate, Korosenkov. Backhand shot, never made it through, and then it has come off its moorings. The goaltender was using the post as a little bit of support there, and it popped off the moorings like it did a lot the other night.
We've seen that trend continue here tonight, and netminders, I think, have to be aware of that as they're in the crease thinking if I push off the post, it could pop off and stall things, and so it really changes their thinking a bit in that blue paint.
Shot from the point, well wide. Karpyukin let that go as Russia won the faceoff. Back on the point for Team Switzerland. That's Riva, plays it off the boards, out through center, and racing back for it there is Karpyukin, being checked closely by the Swiss forward there, Eggenberger, out through center. That's Semic losing the puck, now getting it back. Team Russia, or their Team Switzerland, play the puck out through center. Down the left side, and a quick shot, and that was on net, but the net came off its moorings. That coming off the stick of Andre Heim for Switzerland as he was flying around out there, and again, the net comes off its moorings, but I believe that was probably the first shot on net for Switzerland in this game.
And it came as a result of the speed by Andre Heim, just flying down that wing. Nobody was going to stop, and he cut in just at the last second, fired one upstairs on Mikael Burden. But as you mentioned, Ken, that came off, and it's all a moot point as they reset.
Ruegseger for Switzerland got the puck down in the corner. He's battling down there with Bernay. Now it comes loose for Russia. Good work by Team Switzerland to take the puck away. Stadler to the point. Feeds it across to his partner there, Lecoutre. Fires it down in behind the net. Puck on the left wing boards, flipped but not out. Lecoutre with a quick snapshot from well out and an easy save there for goaltender Mikael Burden.
And you know he wants to get some touches on the puck in the early half of this period. Nothing worse for a goalie than sitting around waiting for the action to come to you. You really want to get in the action, feel the puck, get a touch on it. Your teammates are getting rolled through the lineup. They're getting on the ice, quick shifts, getting into the action. For the netminder, now he's feeling a bit of it.
Off the draw, Team Switzerland continue to apply pressure. Puck put out front there, but they lost it. Now on the far wing, Russia trying to clear it out. Slepets can't get it out. Here's Miranda, left wing boards, puts on the break, still has the puck, goes back on the point there. Shot by Oidemark, never got through. And Miranda hustling back to pick it up. Being checked closely there by Maxime Bain for Russia. Just about 5 minutes into the opening period, Russia with a power play goal. Another chance here maybe. There's a quick shot, goes off the side of the net. Bounces off into the corner. Bain plays it down low, goes in behind the net. Right onto the stick now of Mezchirkarov. He's on his backhand, comes to the side net, centers it. Off the Swiss defender's skate, goes right to Miranda. Chance now to clear, and he'll get it out to center. Here's Big Karpyukin now for Russia. Plays it across to Makiev. He then leaves it there. Played ahead and shot down the ice. No icing there. Out of his net to play it as Ritz. Here's Geiser. He played forward the other night, playing D here tonight. Swiss player overskated the puck, was still able to get it in. That was Cyril Owen. Now Russia come back the other way. Not a lot of space out here tonight. Here's Shevchenko moving in, left side. Now in behind the net, centers it out front. There's a quick shot off the stick of Ivan Yuschekhanov, and I believe the goaltender got a piece of that.
Just enough of that webbed paw to push it up and over the net. He was reaching for it, though. It was a good chance for Team Russia.
Puck deflects off a Swiss player, I think, and the face-off will remain in the Russian zone.
Touched on a good point, Ken, in the last series, and that is Team Switzerland playing with only 11 forwards and instead electing to go with 7 defensemen, and a bit of an awkward lineup as you figure if you've got Geyser up on the front end, you've got 4 balanced line as well as 3 sets of D, but the Team Switzerland trying to do things differently tonight, maybe shake it up a bit.
At the under-17s, the Czech Republic, they actually played 8D the whole tournament. It's like minor hockey, 4 lines and 4 sets of D.
I guess in that case, you've got units of 5 that you can just rotate through for all tournament, and you really develop some good chemistry.
Here's a chance now for Switzerland. Moving in on the left side and getting a shot away, but not on net, was Andre Heim. Russia gets the puck out, no race after it. Hustling back there is Riva, plays the puck on the wing here, and we got a stoppage of play. I think the Russian player ran into the net, and that's a legitimate way to knock out the net off its moorings.
Kozarenkov just lost his footing in behind the Switzerland goal, wound up catching a piece of the post, net comes loose, and as you said, you can't get more legit than that. Knocks it off, faceoff comes outside the zone, and they'll get right back at it.
Suter getting a look at him for a rare shift here. Number 7, Kaj Suter for Switzerland. He took that faceoff. Russia, though, controlled the puck. Moving out front, trying to jam it in there was Ivanov, and the puck squirts free to the right wing boards. Good pressure here by Russia again. Maltsev looking for that puck along the boards. Squirts free. Now to the blue line and out. There's Bernay firing it in. Goaltender out to play it. Russia come back the other way. Now inside the offensive zone, Ivanov plays it. Back on the point. Karpukin fires one. Right on. Puck squirts free. Russia couldn't get the rebound, and Switzerland clear the puck and out off a Russian skater, and that'll go down the ice.
So luckily for him, his defensemen are able to locate it.
Here's Lecoutre now, playing the puck across to Stadler. He backpedals, then feeds it back to Lecoutre. Up the wing and fired in there by Axel Semic. Puck is poked free up the wing. 5 players looking for it. Who comes up with it? Miranda. He comes up with a lot of loose pucks for Switzerland. He's number 17, plays the left side. That was Oidemark feeding it ahead. Now breaking in, and a chance, quick shot, deflects off into the corner. Kurashev with a good rush there. Miranda couldn't get a lot of lumber on that one, and he'll head off.
He's probably one of the bigger guys on this very, very young Swiss team.
Very noticeable every time he's on the ice. Here's Suter fanning on a shot. Gets it again. Number 7, Kaj Suter for Switzerland. He took that face off. Russia, though, controlled the puck. Moving out front, trying to jam it in there was Ivanov, and the puck squirts free to the right wing boards. Good pressure here by Russia again. Maltsev looking for that puck along the boards. Squirts free. Now to the blue line and out. There's Bernay firing it in. Goaltender out to play it. Russia come back the other way. Now inside the offensive zone, Ivanov plays it. Back on the point. Karpukin fires one. Right on. Puck squirts free. Russia couldn't get the rebound, and Switzerland clear the puck and out off a Russian skater, and that'll go down the ice, so no icing.
Matteo Ritz having a bit of trouble when those shots come in. He was able to get that first touch on the initial stop, but when the rebound's there, he's having a problem finding it, and luckily for him, his defensemen are able to locate it.
Here's Lecoutre now, playing the puck across to Stadler. He backpedals, then feeds it back to Lecoutre. Up the wing and fired in there by Axel Semic. Puck is poked free up the wing. 5 players looking for it. Who comes up with it? Miranda. He comes up with a lot of loose pucks for Switzerland. He's number 17, plays the left side. That was Oidemark feeding it ahead. Now breaking in, and a chance, quick shot, deflects off into the corner. Kurashev with a good rush there. Miranda couldn't get a lot of lumber on that one, and he'll head off.
He's probably one of the bigger guys on this very, very young Swiss team.
Very noticeable every time he's on the ice. Here's Suter fanning on a shot. Gets it again. Easy pad save there by the Russian goalie, Mikhail Burden. Now Suter with it. Goes back to the point. Oidemark shot. Pad save. Good pressure here by Switzerland. Rebound comes to the slot. Now picked up by Suter, and again the net comes off its moorings, and we get lots of stops to play because of that. Good break there for Russia's team. Switzerland was all over him. Actually, Russia scored in that power play, and since that goal, Switzerland's been pretty well in control of this game.
Yeah, they're not generating a ton of shots, but certainly are holding the possession edge and have spent the majority of the period from that power play in the Russian side of center, and it's something for them to build off of. Everything these days seems to be about analytics and the such, and I think if you break it down, a lot of that will favor Team Switzerland right now.
Lork is in to take the face-off against Shevchenko for Russia. Face-off to the right of the Russian goaltender, Burden. 11:17 left in the opening period, 1-0 Russia. Off the draw, puck is loose. On his backhand there, that was Eggenberger, couldn't get a shot away, and Russia comes back the other way. Avramenko dumps it in. Now Switzerland out through center. Here's the speedy Lork inside the blue line. Passes out front, and Rugesager couldn't get a shot away there. Now Russia pick up the puck and will try to clear it out. Long pass deflected off the stick of Avramenko, and it goes out of play. Stoppage of play here with 10:48 left in the opening period.
Good anticipation on that play by Steinman as he steps up, read that the pass was coming his way, able to step up, take away the intended target on the right wing and get that puck up and out of play. The result, a face-off at center ice, which I don't think you'll see much argument from Team Swiss over.
Don't very often see people get kicked out at center, but that's the case here. Not another one being kicked out. So third Russian comes in to take the draw, and off the face-off, a trip coming up here, and the Russians will be in the penalty box. Team Switzerland will go to the power play.
A big one for Team Switzerland as well. They've been the ones holding the possession, as we talked about, for the later stages of the period since that power play. Now they'll get a chance to go up a man here, and a big chance for them to get in this game. A goal here would certainly lift the morale on that bench.
Philippe Kurashev in to take the draw. He wins it. Back on the point, Stadler. Over there for Simon Lecoutre. Lecoutre picks it up. Right side, moves to the slot. Snap shot, never made it through. Puck deflects off into the corner. Russia try to clear, and they will. And Lecoutre Stadler will go back and pick it up, and they'll set it up. 20 seconds gone in the power play. 1-0. Only goal of this game came on the power play. Russia scored early to take the lead. Stadler feeds it ahead to Lecoutre. He loses the puck. Russians can't clear. Kept in there momentarily by Kurashev. Then he lost it and had to backpedal to pick it up. Here's Stadler inside his own blue line now. He's the captain of Switzerland. Leaves the puck there for Miranda, skating through center. Now gets inside the zone for a moment, then it's lost and shot out through center. Switzerland can't get anything going on this power play. Puck shot down the ice. Icing waved off. Chance now for Russia to clear the puck out, and they will to center. Here's the big winger, Maltsev. He fell down, and Oidemark picks it up. Puts on the brake, sets it up in behind the net. 40 seconds left in the power play.
The attack from Switzerland pretty neutralized here on the power play. They've elected to carry it for the majority of it, and Team Russia just shutting them down anytime they get near the offensive blue line.
Puck on the left wing boards. Scramble for it there. Puck comes loose. And it's Heim. Now back on the point. Oidemark, snap shot, right on. Easily saved there by Burden, and he will hang on. I think that was the first shot they had on the power play.
And I don't think Team Switzerland is going to create a lot of havoc at the goal mouth. They get boxed out by the bigger Russians. Obviously, Russia's got size, they've got experience, and they've got one win under their belt, and they're showing just how much experience plays a factor at this level of hockey.
There's a shot that goes wide. Wasn't much on that one. Final seconds of the power play, and that'll do it as Russia fires it down the ice. Goaltender Ritz plays it there for Rugesager, fed across the ice and down the ice. Switzerland will be charged for an icing here. Number 18 for Switzerland, looking at the linesman, saying, why is that icing? Might have to agree with him. The puck went by about 3 Russian players there, but they were all skating the other way, so they didn't see it. So I think that's probably the main reason why the whistle was blown.
Switzerland, they just don't want that face-off to come back in their own end. That's what it boils down to. And, of course, with the way the icing rules are now, not allowed to change.
Eggenberger got a shot away, never made it through, and got hit hard there by the Russian forward, Avraменко. There's Steinman. Plays it over to Oidemark. Lots of time now. Plays it up the right side. And down the wing there is Rugesager. He'll dump it in. Heim goes after it. Loose puck picked up by Russia. Ivan Yushchenkov now fires it in. Ritz plays it off the backboards. Oidemark can't control it. It's now loose. Centering pass went by everybody. Makiev steps up from the blue line, fires into the far side. Oidemark now has it, plays it in behind the net. Heim feeds it ahead. Now here's Bernier to center. Puck is loose. Here's Avraменко out to center. Feeds it ahead. Ivan Yushchenkov fires it in behind the net. He had a goal against Canada East last night. Almost had one here in the first earlier on. Rupstov now can't control it. Now gets it back, tries to get in the zone. Tripped up there was the Swiss forward Simic, no call. Out of his own end now comes Miranda to center. Flips it across there for Kurashev. He slams on the brakes, then plays it back on the point. One-timer, Stadler never got through. That was blocked neatly by the charging Kozarinkov. Stadler with it. Just under 7 left in the opening period. 1-0 Russia. Glad to have you along tonight. It's the World Junior A Challenge on fasthockey.com and hockeycanada.ca.
Final night of round robin play as well. We'll head into the playoffs tomorrow with quarterfinal action, followed by semifinals, and then 5th place bronze and gold medal games.
Here's Oidemark and behind his net. He's seen a lot of ice time early in this game. Puck is played out to center. Now here's a chance for Owen. His shot deflected off the Russian defender's stick out of play. Stoppage of play. Face-off coming up to the, I believe it'll be to the right of the goaltender, Mikael Burden. That'll bring us to the maintenance timeout here at the Whitby Iroquois Sports Complex, Iroquois Park Sports Complex. Pretty good hostess so far this week. Not quite as big a crowd here tonight as last night and Monday or Sunday, but a pretty decent crowd on hand here at the rink tonight.
Yeah, I don't think the organizers will be too disappointed with the numbers that have shown up tonight. You'd obviously like a packed house like they had last night for Canada-Russia, but that always happens when you get the host team in a game. You'll get the bigger crowds, family, friends, guys around the leagues that the players come from checking out the games. Here, a bit of a different story. You've got Switzerland and Russia, 2 teams from across the ocean. Maybe not the same following that a Team Canada East or Team Canada West would have over here, but I'd say there's still a few hundred people here taking this one in, and for the price of admission, you can't beat it. World-class hockey being played here in Whitby, and the fans are certainly in for a treat.
Well, after that break, the face-off will be in the Russian zone. Andre Heim to take it for Switzerland. Russian player was kicked out there. Shevchenko coming in now to take the draw will be Bain. Switzerland win the draw. A quick shot from the point. Off the stick there of the defenseman Geiser, and the goaltender made a pad save. At center. Lead pass broken up and fired into the Switzerland zone. Geiser is on his backhand, plays it ahead. Off the boards, racing there forward is Lurk. He lost it. Russia's come back the other way. Puck is shot deep in the zone, and Riva races after it. He gets there and fires it up the right side for Rugesager. Rugesager, big right winger, fires the puck and hit hard there as he was crossing the blue line. Good early speed here by Switzerland. Pretty well the same thing as the other night there against Canada East, but they ran out of gas as the game went on. Let's see if they can keep that tank full here tonight. Here's Kiev playing it ahead.
And you know that when they went in the dressing room and on their off day, they were breaking down the video, seeing where things went wrong after the good start that they had against Team Canada East.
There's a shot from the point. Blocker save. Rebound goes right to the Switzerland player. Owen, he'll play it out to center. Makiev plays it across to his partner, Karpukin. Now the big winger, Ivan Yushchenkov, now fires one right on, and the goaltender, Ritz, was right there, had the angle covered neatly, and took it in the chest protector and hang on, and no rebound, and hangs on for stoppage of play.
All in all, it doesn't look like Switzerland's altered their game plan much, if at all. They're still protecting that slot area very, very well, keeping everything to the outside, allowing their netminders to do their job from long range, and then picking it up, skating it out, and playing from there.
Here's the Russian defender playing it across. Alexiev back to Karpukin. He then gives up the puck, and Alexiev has to race back for it to get there quickly. He's being hounded there by the big winger, Marco Miranda. Out through center. Oidemark now grabs it for Switzerland, plays it off the boards, and it tips into the zone.
Tough break there for Switzerland. A nice pass out in front, but it eluded everybody. And they'll chalk it up in the missed column.
Here's Miranda again now for Switzerland. Puck broken up at center by Gromov, the goal scorer, coming inside the zone. There's a quick shot. That goes well wide of the marker.
Russia displaying a strong defensive game in the final 5 minutes of this opening period. More often than not, when Switzerland's attacking, they'll have one or two guys up with the puck. They'll be facing 3 or 4 Russians, and it's got to please the Russian brass over on the bench as they see that and a dedication to being a strong defensive hockey team.
Well, besides that power play goal, Russia's only had a couple other opportunities. Switzerland's actually probably had more scoring chances in this period.
I would agree wholeheartedly with that comment. Other than that power play, the Swiss, it almost served as a wake-up call for them, and they've been the ones carrying into Russia's territory, firing shots. They're just not hitting the mark.
Here's Stadler for Switzerland, setting it up behind his own net. Forward circling, looking for the puck now. Stadler plays it up here on the wing. Here's Heim dumping it in. Handled easily there by Burden, but they gave it away. Now, out of their own end, that is Alexiev. He lost the puck, and Switzerland again clog up that neutral zone and then fire the puck deep in the Russian zone. Here's Ivanov out of his own end. With speed, dances down inside the offensive zone. Now Makiev jumps up in the play. His centering pass deflected by Ivanov, and that just missed. Ivanov on the puck again. That's center. That's Rugasiger. He couldn't grab it. Couldn't get his feet going there. Now Bain for Russia on the right side. He loses the puck. And back to pick it up is Big Lee Roberts. Oidemark in behind the net. 2 minutes, 25 seconds left in the period. 1-0 Russia. Oidemark hanging on to it. Now it's picked up by the captain, Stadler. Stadler forced back into his own zone again to make changes on the fly. That's Lecoutre playing it ahead. Now back to Stadler. He can't control it. Overskates it, but made up for it and got the puck out to center, but it's shot right back in by his teammate there, Simic. Simic plays it up. Now Switzerland come back the other way, led by Kurashev. Miranda looking for that drop pass. Kurashev still has it. Centered out front. Simic couldn't get a stick on it. And the Russians come back the other way. This is Bain. Bain, rink-wide pass. Here's a one-timer. That was off the stick of Alexiev. And a good block there by the Swiss defender. Pressure here now by Russia. As we approach the final minute of the opening period, they lead it 1-0. Here's Gromov. He scored that goal. Long pass. Deflected down in the right corner. Geyser races for it and gets it. Plays it up the left wing boards. There's a giveaway. Now poked out through center. This is Owen. Owen drops it. And it gets outside the zone. And now picked up there by Steinman. Plays it up the left side. just out of the reach there of Suter, and a icing call against Team Switzerland.
Another big game on the docket this evening over in Coburg in the other pool, and it features Canada West playing against Team United States. And of course, United States are the defending gold medalists. That one 0-0 in the later stages of the first period. I know a lot of eyes will be following that one. And at stake, I believe, is first place there as well. So the winner will take top spot, and then the loser having to play the quarterfinal game.
Here's Riva clearing it out to center. And hustling back there to pick it up is Yakovenko for Russia. He gave it away. There's a shot, blocker side, just missed off the stick there of Andre Heim. He's been buzzing everywhere this period. Number 26 for the Swiss. Comes up with the puck again, now loses it. And here is Kovalenko getting it in, but he paid the price. Good hit there. Now Korosenkov back on the point. Quick snapshot off the stick of the goaltender. Ritz deflects out of play, and we'll get a face-off to his left, I do believe.
The physical play, something I'm sure Switzerland's hoping they can use to catch Team Russia off guard. But if they watched the matchup last night between Team Canada East and Team Russia, they're going to know that might not work exactly as planned. Russia met Canada all the way and didn't allow a bit of physicality to scare them away.
Face-off won by Russia, but they couldn't get a shot away. Final 10 seconds of the period. Stadler just happy to get it out through center. Here's a late 2-on-1 chance. Oh, moving in there was Simic, and he couldn't get his stick on it as Kurashev tried to shovel across to him, and the buzzer will go here after 20 minutes of play. And, well, good job here by Team Switzerland. The Russians were the favorites coming in. They got a goal early, and we're thinking, uh-oh, there might be a lot of goals scored in this period. Well, that was the only one, and it was a power play goal. Good Switzerland showing their good speed and a good forecheck, and they're able to stay in this hockey game after 20 minutes.
Despite the 1-0 Russia lead, I think if you're Team Switzerland heading into that change room, you're happy with the way that first period unfolded. You kept with them. The game's still relatively close, and as far as we're concerned, we talked about it, Switzerland generating most of the chances as the period wore on. So moving forward, a lot of good things to build off for Switzerland. And they'll head into the dressing room, see where they can improve, and then come back out with Russia leading 1-0 after one. This is the 2015 World Junior A Challenge, live on hockeycanada.ca and fasthockey.com from Whitby, Ontario. Back at the Iroquois Park Sports Complex in Whitby, Ontario, in the first intermission between Team Switzerland and Team Russia. Last game of the round robin, Team Russia leading Team Switzerland after one by a score of 1-0. And pleased to be joined up here in the broadcast booth by Rick Morphew. He is overseeing all of the officials of the tournament, and we've had the pleasure of sharing our press box up here with him. And so we're on day 3 and 3 days of having him, and we get a little bit of insight with you up here because calls happen. You're able to explain them a bit to us. And the big thing I have to ask you is, how is it decided if it's going to be 5-on-5 or 4-on-4 when they get the coincidental minors? I know it's a call that's kind of confused a lot of fans and players alike, because at the junior A level, more often than not, if you get offsetting minors, they keep it 5-on-5.
We're using IHF rulebook, and that's what dictates us going down to 4-on-4 when we have coincidental penalties.
Perfect. It's a pretty simple explanation, but I know fans around here, they're used to the Ontario Junior Hockey League rules, and that sees them 5-on-5. And a couple times in the opening days, people were kind of like wondering why 4-on-4, but a good explanation there. And there's a little bit of difference between what they would see in the Ontario Junior Hockey League rules and the IIHF rules. And I know For me, one of them is the face-off rules, where you, if I'm not mistaken, you can't win the face-off with your skates. Is that
You can't win it with your skates. You can't glove the puck on the face-off either. If the puck comes up in the air and you glove it to another player on your team, then the face-off is stopped and you move the face-off outside if it's the attacking team doing that.
And do they still play with the crease rule?
They still play with the crease rule.
So you can't go in the crease.
But we have been asked to be more lenient on it in this tournament because of the speed of some of these kids and that, and they're going through. As long as they don't take up position in the crease and stand there, it's sort of like basketball with the 3-second rule type of thing.
Makes sense then. You're up here all week long. You've been watching the games and taking notes as play progresses. What are you looking for from the officials out there? Because that's what you're keeping your eye on. I'm sure you enjoy the hockey as well, but your main focus would be the officials and what they are doing out on the ice.
We're watching their positions as far as looking for sight lines that they're gaining and how they're managing the hockey game with those sight lines. We stress to them that they have to be in proper sight lines to be able to make the penalty call or non-penalty call, because non-penalty calls are also important.
Yeah, I would imagine they have a big impact on how the game unfolds as well and how it moves along for the players too.
Very much so, and that's why we want the concept of the game moving along so that the players with their speed in that, and we have to keep the officials moving too. As you can see, sometimes the officials can get caught on these long breakaway passes that these teams use, and it's amazing to watch the speed of these young hockey players.
The speed of the hockey players too, but the officials as well, as they keep up to the play. They got to be right on spot to make those calls. And much like the players, who use this as a chance to showcase their skills for the officials, I would imagine it's a bit of the same. They're using it to kind of show they're able to perform on tournaments like this and maybe be a showcase for them to get involved in further bigger tournaments.
What we do with the officials, we start them in an elite program with the World Under-17 event, then they move to this event, then we move them to the World Junior event if they do well in each of the other two events. And that's what they're doing. They're working towards becoming eligible to go into the World Junior Championships, which you see starting in Finland in a matter of a couple of days.
And whereabouts are you guys getting these officials from? I would imagine lots of CHL officials working these games here.
We get them from the CHL. We have some from the other Junior A leagues, the Canadian Junior Hockey League in Canada. We have officials at this tournament from British Columbia right through to Quebec. And we have 10 officials here, 5 referees and 5 linesmen. Impressive
numbers, and certainly the top of the top right now at Junior A hockey. You yourself, how did you get involved in this role as kind of overseeing the officials?
When I went off the ice in 1996, I started working more and more with it. I had done that before. I left the ice, but then leaving the ice, it gave me more opportunity to become more involved. And as a Hockey Canada supervisor, I get involved at all levels and at different events throughout the year. And being the referee in chief for the province, it also helps because I get to see a lot of the young officials come out and work minor hockey events and other junior events. I work for the Ontario Hockey Association doing their Junior A group.
So you're familiar with a lot of these players we would have seen on Team Canada East and
Very much
the
so.
such. And so you've got that in your back pocket, and you yourself, they always say that you can leave the game of hockey, but it never leaves you. And certainly the case with you as you continue to be involved after all these years. Day 3 of the tournament so far. What are your impressions so far? It's all in all pretty good hockey we're seeing out on the surface.
I'm impressed with the teams. I'm impressed not with the scores, but with the type of goals being scored. And it's amazing to watch these young goalies. I don't know how they stop some of the pucks they end up stopping because the play combinations that the teams are using are just unbelievable to watch.
Yeah, they're not easy goals being scored. They're very high quality ones, and the goaltender's having to work for those stops. And you'd be one of the guys that's seen this tournament as it's developed over the years. What's been the biggest change you've noticed?
The size of the players has been the biggest change, and the quickness that goes with the size. These kids are fabulous to watch. And when I played, we never had people that were, we maybe had 1 or 2 people that were over 6 feet. Here, most of the kids are at least 6 feet.
Yeah, it seems to be the norm now nowadays on hockey is 6 foot or bigger. And that's probably one of the biggest challenges facing hockey organizations is the players are getting bigger, but the ice surface not changing at all. It's pretty much the same across the province, and you're trying to find extra room out there when the players are taken away. Not the easiest task.
It's not the easiest task at all. And our rinks don't expand, and the Europeans have Olympic-sized ice surfaces in most of their centers, and we don't. And when they come over here, they adapt very quickly to these smaller ice surfaces, which is nice to see.
And it's got to make life harder for your guys out on the ice surface too, because there's a lot less space for them to hide when those pucks come flying.
Yes, you see that, as you've seen during the 3 days here, that they've got to stay out of the traffic lanes that the players use. And we tell them that if you're not, these players will run right over you. And it's not their fault that running over you because you're in their traffic lanes. And they need to be able to play in those lanes.
We won't take any more of your time, Rick, but thanks for taking a bit of your intermission to come up here and chat with us. And it really gives us a different perspective because fans come and they watch the players, but they also forget that the officials are out there and they're trying to do their best as well as they look to move up just like everybody else on the ice surface. So thanks a lot for your time, and good luck to your guys the rest of the way as they work through the playoff rounds as well as the medal rounds.
Thank you.
Rick Morphew, he's overseeing all the officials here at the World Junior A Challenge. We're on day 3. Team Russia and Team Switzerland. Russia leading the Swiss 1-0 after 20. Back at the Iroquois Sports Complex in Whitby, Ontario, Team Switzerland and Team Russia taking to the ice surface, getting ready for the second frame on day 3 of the World Junior A Challenge. And after one period, it's a 1-0 Team Russia lead, courtesy of Nikita Gromov on the power play. 1:27 into the frame. Kirill Slepets and Mikhail Mizhryakov picking up the assists on the goal, and that's the only scoring we saw in that opening 20. A pretty good period from Team Switzerland.
What were the shots? They're pretty close, were they not?
They were 7-7, dead even.
Yeah, pretty close.
A pretty tight affair unfolding on the ice surface between the two teams, and we saw it last night too. It was even through 20, and then Russia just exploded in the middle stanza with an offensive outburst not matched by Canada East.
So the puck is dropped now. Second period is underway. And Team Switzerland fire the puck in the zone. Back to pick it up. There will be Yakovenko for Russia. He then fires it around the boards. Played up the right side. Now slapped back in. Brought out to center, just outside the zone, but the Swiss fire it right back in, and it's Yakovenko to pick it up. Plays it across there for the captain, Makiev. Out through center, picked off by Switzerland, and here's Lecoutre now. Backpedaling, fires it across dangerously there. Almost a turnover there, and almost cost Switzerland, but good recover there by the big defenseman, Oidemark.
And luckily for them, Mateo Ritzaware in the goal as well.
Alexiev now gets the puck. Gets it out to center, gains the red line. Russia don't like to dump it in, they like to carry it in, and they're going to be called the offside there. 52 seconds into the period. Good start here again for Team Switzerland.
They've been pretty good at neutralizing the Russia attack after that first power play goal, of which there was only one power play for the Russians, one for Team Swiss. Pretty tame affair, all things considered.
Kozarinkov came in to take the draw. The centerman Rupsov was kicked out and they lost it. Backhand shot off the stick of the winger there, Heim, and it was a good save there by Burden. He had to be careful on that one. The rebound almost popped out, but he was able to hang on. And Andre Heim, number 26 for Switzerland, I thought he had a very good first period. Gets a good chance here to start the second.
One of the big cogs in the wheel that runs for Team Switzerland. He's, as you mentioned, Ken, creating a lot of opportunities for this Swiss squad. He seems to have the speed to compete out there, and he's able to have good awareness, knows when and where he should be passing the puck.
Here's Arvamenko feeding the puck through center. Racing after there is Bain. Puck is loose down in the far corner. Wojciech had it, then lost it. Here's a chance from a sharp angle, quick pass in front, and it bounced off the stick of Avraменko. He was left all alone. Good chance there. Nullified by a bouncing puck. Avraменko again goes after it. Heim is back there behind his own net. Good back checking here by Heim. Fired off the boards and out to center, and Belyayev will grab it. He swings it across there for his partner, Gromov. Now through center. Swiss have it all clogged up. Russians can't get anything going. Belyayev fires it off the boards and into the Switzerland zone for Oidemark. He fires up the boards. Icing is waved off here, so Burden will come out and play it. No, he will not. He'll back at his net as Gromov gets there. Gromov gave it to his defense partner, got it back and played off the boards. It bounces out through center. Here's Roberts. Lead pass there for Rugaseger. He'll fire it in and head off for a change. Actually, he almost was heading off, but he had to play the puck. Now back come the other way. Here is Slepets. Slepets here, centering pass, quick shot, and a great save there by the goaltender. Ritz off the stick of Ivan Uzhenkov. He's had a couple good scoring chances in this game, and he just couldn't find the net there. Ritz using all of his 6'2 frame to make the save, and we got a penalty call against Switzerland.
That's the penalty that Lee Roberts had to take. It was a 2-on-1 developing, and Roberts just able to get back in the nick of time, had the stick active, and probably took away a scoring chance from Team Russia on that one as they used their speed to break in. Lee Roberts breaking that one up, though, at the last second. So
Russia on the power play. Play in the Switzerland zone. Racing after it there. And now picking it up here is Yakovenko. Goes cross ice, quick shot. Blocked in front and cleared out to the line. And it bounces out through center. Here is Shevchenko racing down the right side. Slapped away from him by Stadler, then shot down the ice. Good penalty kill there by Miranda.
Really pesky penalty kill by Switzerland. They're not giving Russia any room to carry in from that blue line.
Kiev plays it ahead. Now through center is Bain. Bain flips it off there for Avramenko. On the sidewall, plays it to Bain, goes back on the point. Here's Makiev. Back to Bain. Bain down low. Pass across. Never made it through, and it's shot down the ice by Switzerland.
Opening 60 seconds of this penalty kill, strong from Team Switzerland. They've come out with a good effort in the first 3.5 minutes.
Here is Mezhir Yakov picking up the loose puck on his backhand, goes back on the point. Here's Alexiev. Over here to Karpukin. Back to Alexiev in the middle of the ice. Alexiev still with it. Looks for Karpukin, now gives it to him. There is Mezhir Yakov now moving to the slot with a quick shot. Snapshot high and a glove save there by the goaltender, Mateo Ritz. Wutrick was good the other night for Switzerland, and Ritz has been pretty good so far here tonight, only allowing 1 goal.
Yeah, he moves well in that blue paint, able to locate himself in a position to pick up the shots as they come in. And there we saw another case of that. Bodies to the left, bodies to the right. He gets in that open space between the two sets and finds the biscuit, grabs it, and takes that face off.
Russia on the power play still. Here is Alexiev with it. Feeds it across. Gets it back. Ivanov with a shot. Block. Never made it through. Puck is loose and Ivanov comes up with it. On the left wing board. Zach to Karpukin. Cross ice for Alexiev. Karpukin gets it back. Swings it over to Ivanov. Ivanov shot. Pad save. Big rebound and they couldn't get on it. And the penalty is over. Switzerland kills it off. Russia flipped the puck into the zone. Actually never made it in. Now they'll get a chance to get it back in. Here's Ivanov, left wing boards. He was checked there lightly by Egley. Puck in the left wing corner. Here's Kayamov now. Tripped up there and a penalty coming up to Team Switzerland. Not quite sure about that one, but it'll be Geiser who's going to head off here, I think. Maybe, not Geiser. Number 8's going to have, Egley's going to head off.
Tough call for Team Switzerland. But
I thought he was calling the trip there, but it was actually an elbow call. That's why I kind of questioned it, but I didn't see the elbow.
Yeah, no, it deluded me too, and I thought, just like you, Ken, that that trip was going to be the one that they called, but it is the elbow. Egley off for 2, and the Swiss penalty kill back to work. It looked pretty strong in the first one of this frame.
Well, the Russians win the draw, but Team Switzerland were able to fire the puck down the ice, so Team Russia will be back to set it up. Alexander Yakovenko has the puck, plays it ahead. Here's little Kovalenko, speedy little winger into the corner, now in behind the net, and it's shot down the ice again by Team Switzerland. Russia can't get anything going in the power play. Yakovenko now. Plays it ahead, broken up, and shot down again by Team Switzerland.
It's almost like Russia wants to cheat a little bit and send that far guy at the blue line. Switzerland, though, noticing that, and they're taking away that option. Russia, though, still going for it, and it's an easy pickoff.
Back on the point. Here is Shevchenko. Over here to Yakovenko. Feeds it to the slot. Slepets loses it. Played back on the point. Yakovenko now. Here is Ivan Yuzhenkov with a shot. Rebound goes off into the corner. Slepets again with it. Shot, never made it through. Back on the point. Yakovenko tried to play it on the side there for Shevchenko.
Active sticks from Switzerland, able to get over those sticks from Russia and take away the shots that they would have liked.
There's a shot, never made it through. Shevchenko has it. Now Yakovenko slides it across. Makiev, pass in front, tipped in front there by Slepets, and it missed the net. And Team Switzerland fire it down. That'll pretty well do it for the power play. Just 5 seconds left in it. And Egley will come back onto the ice.
They're hanging tough with these Russians right now, keeping it a close game.
Are they ever?
I don't think many people predicted this.
There's a rush there by the defenseman, Lacoutre, and he never got through, but he's been pretty good here in this tournament. Loose puck behind the net, scooped up by Heim. He's being hounded there by Bain. Loose puck now, here's Avramenko moving into the slot. Avramenko couldn't get a shot, now he gets one. And a pad save there by Ritz, goes off into the corner. Up the right wing boards now, here is Owen, he'll try to get it out. He's knocked off the puck, and the puck finally squirts out through center and down the ice. And we're going to get an icing call against Switzerland here, so the face-off will remain deep in the Swiss zone. I'm not sure why they're saying the Russian guys had to stay on the ice.
Yeah, that was confusing me. The linesman went right over and started pulling guys back on the ice surface, but a moot point. It was this icing call against Switzerland.
Face-off won by Switzerland. Lacoutre loses the puck. Now Heim grabs it on his backhand up the wing. Flipped into the zone by Owen. Racing back to pick it up there for Russia. That was Belyaev. He gets it back. Belyaev up the left side here for Kayumov. Russia can't get anything going here. Now Gromov leaves the puck there for Kozarenko. Back to Gromov through center on the right wing boards. Rips it off the boards in behind the net, and Ritz will come out to play it for Oidemark. Pass almost picked off the line, but back the other way. Here comes Switzerland with a chance. Oh, a pass in front there off the stick of Kurashev. Just missed Simic, or this game would have been tied at 1. Steinman now flips it across. Simic. Puck bounces to the open wing here, and it's Kurashev trying to get it in. He can't. Out through center now. Egley. Up the left side. Kurashev, and he spun at the blue line, and the linesman right there, and they're going to call that offside.
The thing I'm liking about Switzerland's game right now is that they're not trying to be something they're not. They know that they're bread and butter, and what they're going to be successful at is using the speed to generate chances. And on that last one, it's exactly what they did. They came down the wing, tons of speed, cut to the middle. Russia got caught flat-footed, and it creates an opportunity for the Swiss as they look to tie this game. And now on this face-off, a bit of pushing and shoving between Ivana Yuskinov and the Swiss forward, Nando Eggenberger.
Here's a chance now for Russia. Slepets, a good back check there by the speedy forward Lurk to break it up. That was a 2-on-1, and Lurk and Slepets was getting ready to fire one. Net comes off its mooring, stoppage of play. Got to give the Swiss credit. They're pretty quick here tonight. A lot better legs than they had against Team Canada East on Sunday.
I think the adjustment period was something that caught up to them in that Canada East game. First tilt of the tournament. They had an off day yesterday, able to get themselves used to the ice surface they're playing on, the time zone, the food, all that kind of stuff. And I think you're seeing a bit of what happens when they're comfortable.
Well, in the scout room tonight, everybody was predicting a big blowout, but this is actually better if you're scouting. You get to see a lot better hockey.
Yeah, you get to see how players react in a playoff-type atmosphere.
Here's a chance for the big winger. Artem Ivan used Henkoff, but he couldn't get a shot away. Switzerland at center. Here's Shevchenko moving in. Shevchenko tried to make a move, and he fell. Back the other way come Team Switzerland. Lee Roberts flips it in behind the net, and offside the call.
Real good play by that defenseman. I believe it was Fabian Steinman. Played it to a T, went down, took away the passing lane. And Shevchenko still went for it. It wasn't there anymore. It was the lane taken away by Steinman. And the Swiss able to swing that one down ice.
Face off just outside of the Russian blue line. It's Miranda coming in to take it for Switzerland. He gets it back on the point. Stadler plays it off the boards, gets inside the zone. Slapped off the boards there by Belyaev, and back comes Bain left side. Puts on the brakes, looks for someone to pass to. Bounces over the stick now, and here is Avramenko. Takes a spin and a quick shot, blocked in front there by Lacoutre. Avramenko again with it. Lost it. Puck gets out to the blue line now through center. Miranda. He'll tip it into the zone. Kurashev goes after it. Belyayev gets there first. Moving up there is Simic. He couldn't get the puck though. Back the other way comes Avramenko. Feeds it across here for Bain. Bain passes in front. A quick shot. Good save, and the rebound goes off into the corner. As Mezher Yakov had a chance, but the goaltender Ritz made that look easy. He's got the big pads there.
Did he ever? Just took away all the space the Russians had there, forced the shot, and it was right into that big midsection.
Here is Yakovenko playing it ahead. Bounced off the stick of Kayamov. Now he gets it back, moves to the slot. Quick little shot there, just about fooled the goaltender, but he got his left pad on it. He's been real good here, Ritz, in that tonight for Switzerland. That was a great save. The shot wasn't hard, but it was very accurate. Chance now, and the fans thought that might have been a penalty, but the player kind of dove for the puck.
I think you nailed it there, Ken. Fabian Bernie trying to get that long pass and put himself in an exposed area.
Here is Yakovenko getting it out through center. Korsarinkov overskates it. Now it's picked up. Korsarinkov tried to bring it from his backhand to forehand and jam it in, but couldn't do it. He lost the puck. Good pressure here late by Russia. Karpukin, backhand pass across for Alexiev. Plays it up through center. Ivanov now comes inside the line. Twisting and turning, gets a shot. Blocked in front, gets it back again. A shot. And he got that. The goaltender, Ritz, got that with his left arm. Couldn't hang on to it, though. Russia with some pressure. Ozarinkov now loses it. Next shot out through center. Karpukin. Good puck movement here by Russia. There's Kovalenko losing it.
The Russians trying that long stretch pass again, and it works here as Rubtsov comes in.
Here's Karpukin's shot. That's tipped in front. Never made it through. Good chance from the side of the net there by the centerman Rubtsov, but the goaltender Ritz again makes the save, and hey, 1-0 still the score here. How are they doing up in Coburg?
They are, from my accounts, still scoreless. Oh, Canada West getting a 1-0 lead there. So they've got about 12 minutes left in the period, second period, and it is Canada West up 1-0 on Team USA, and you know everybody has that one circled on their calendars. It's just as big as the Canada East Russia game last night. Always two rivalries that everybody gets jazzed up to see. And this one, a pretty good game. I don't think many people gave the Swiss much of a chance coming into it, but they're hanging tough 13 minutes into the second period, and they only trail 1-0 against Team Russia, and had it not been for a bit of puck luck, it could easily be 1-1 or even 2-1 for Team Switzerland.
The last couple minutes there, Russia moving the puck around well. That's what I expected, more good puck moving by Russia, but they weren't getting any lanes to go to, and that might be an indication Team Switzerland getting a little bit tired here. Let's see what happens the next 7 minutes of this game.
Something we saw against Team Canada East in the tournament opener.
Gromov played it in. Broken up by Switzerland out through center. Gromov will get back to it. Slaps it off the boards into the zone, but right to Stadler. Plays the puck ahead and shot in there by Roberts. Belyayev racing back to pick it up. At the line, kept in, shot, never made it through. Now Roberts, nice feed there across to Owen, but he couldn't get a shot away. Good pressure here by Switzerland. Now Riva has to skate back to pick it up. Plays it off the backboards. Geiser plays it ahead. Here's Roberts down the left wing boards. He's got Suter with him in front of the net. Owen's parked out there as well. Backhand shot, sharp angle. Goalie makes the save, and Roberts almost got his own rebound, but the puck was shot out into center. Here's Riva down the right side for Switzerland, inside the zone now on his backhand, lets it go. Goalie got a piece of it. Puck bounces to the side of the net. Kept in at the line. Neatly there by Egley. And behind the net, here's Simic on his backhand. Gets away from one guy, gives the puck there to Eggenberger. Eggenberger now gives it back to Simic in behind the net. Check that, that's Lurch. Lurch tried to put it back to the point, but he fanned on the pass. Now Russia intercept and come back the other way. Here's Avramenko now. Getting by one man, then spinning by another one and playing it down in the corner for Bain. Bain then taps it back into the other corner. Avramenko races after. He's been all over the place here tonight. Chance now for Swiss to clear it out, and they will. Eggenberger, but then he lost it. It's fired right back in by Russia. Steinman plays it off the back wall for Egley. He'll set it up in behind the net. Just over 5 left in the period. Only goal in this game coming early. And it was by Russia on the power play. Down the wing with some speed. That is Bernet. Puts on the brakes. Left-hand corner. Now still has it. Protects it well. Plays it in behind the net. Here's Suter. Centers it. And it went by everybody and comes out to center. Stadler again with it. He'll fire a long shot. Goalie handles that, but the rebound. Here's a chance. Oh my goodness. Rugaseger had a chance, but he lost the handle.
Well, he got one there as he threw a big hit coming across the middle on the Russian. Mikhail Maltsev.
Puck out through center, and that'll sail down the ice, and the Russian defender couldn't get his stick on it, Nikita Gromov, so we'll get a face-off all the way down in the Swiss zone. 4:40 left, still 1-0.
It's funny too, Ken, is every time we start talking that maybe the Swiss looking a bit tired or a little bit slower out there, they seem to just have another outburst right after we say that, displaying all sorts of heart and energy out that. They just will not stop.
I thought the same thing, actually.
It's almost like they can hear us up here.
Yep. Good pressure by Russia now. This is Ozarinkov with a shot from the slot. That was off the stick of German Rubstov, and it was low. Ritz made the save and no rebound. Once again, the face-off will be coming up deep in Switzerland's zone.
I think that'll be one of the keys for Team Switzerland right now, just to make the first stop, hold on to it, and regroup on the face-off. You don't want to have to be making 2-3 stops in the vicinity of the goal. If you're Ritz, just make that first one, hold on to it, and then let everyone else do their job off the face-off.
Riva plays the puck up the wing here. Owen was checked from behind, no call. Now Rupstad, he's knocked off stride neatly. Clean check there. Puck is loose, and we got another stoppage of play. Looks like a glove pass, and that'll get everybody blowing their whistle.
Neat little chat with Rick Morphew in the first intermission. It says that they're using the IIHF rulebook for this tournament, and for teams like Switzerland and Russia, as well as the Czech Republic in Coburg, I wouldn't think there'd be much adjustment to the rules, but for the guys playing in Team Canada West, Team Canada East, and even some of the United States members, there'd be a big change because there's a lot of small rules that you don't see in junior hockey that you see at the international level, and you got to make an adjustment. The biggest one for me would be for the centermen. They're not allowed to use their hands or their skates to win the faceoffs.
Nope, coaching staff have to go over that with their players. It's all part of the preseason stuff, get everybody used to everything.
They also use hybrid icing here in this game.
Play in the slot on this backhand. That was Shevchenko. Just missing. Puck comes out to center, now to the blue line. Fired back in by Russia. Slapped up the right wing. Switzerland trying to get the puck out. Here's a chance they will now. And it's flipped into the zone. Racing back for it there is Alexiev. He'll fire it up the left wing boards here for Slepets. To Alexiev. Gives it to Mezcheryakov, and he loses the puck. Now Switzerland play it off the wall. Far side here. Broken up. Alexiev pokes it ahead. And a hard hit there from Lecoutre. That was on Maxim Bain, number 26. Maxim Bain almost got that pass, hit the Swiss player and bounced right to his teammate, Karpukin. Karpukin gives it over here to Dmitry Alexiev. Now Karpukin bursts through center. Not a lot of room in the center ice area. Suter plays it ahead. Rugaseger now with a shot from a long way out, and there wasn't much on it, and the goaltender was able to make the easy save.
And that's been the case for Mr. Burden for most of the second period. They aren't high quality shots coming in, but they are shots nonetheless, and he's being called upon to field them and either hold on, take the face-off, or force them out of play.
Final 3 minutes of this period, still 1-0. Russia centering pass. There's a backhand shot, and that was a good save by the goaltender, Burden, coming off the stick of number 23 there, Kurashev. Russia back into the offensive zone. Here's Kayamov back on the point. One-timer off the stick of Belyayev, and that went off into the corner. Good pressure here by Russia. Kayamov with it on the right wing boards, now down in the corner, on his backhand, trying to get away from the defender. And to help him out now, that is Maltsev. Ivanov is out there as well, number 15 for Russia. Loose puck. Picked up there by Maltsev on his backhand. Moves in front of the net. He got a shot away. Rebound comes back to the point. Fired high off the back glass. Switzerland trying to get it out. Axel Simic in behind his net, being hounded by Ivanov. Tried to put it out front there. Never made it through. And good work there by Kayamov. He put the puck back to the slot, but nobody was there, and it goes all the way down the ice. And Mikheyev will pick it up for Russia. Flips one over here on the left wing boards for the defenseman, his partner there, Yakovenko, and we're going to get an icing call here.
It looks that way. They're going to bring it all the way 200 feet back, just in front of the Russian netminder.
Face off to the Russian netminder, Mikhail Burden's left. Won by Switzerland. There's a shot. That was well wide of the marker off the stick of Lee Roberts. Russia get the puck out to center, but Roberts is back there to pick it up. Waydemark flips it into the zone. Hit a Russian player. Icing waved off. Here's the captain, Mikheyev now. Playing it up the left wing boards. For Kovalenko. Poked ahead to Rupstov. Into the zone, but he lost it. Flipped off the glass and out to the blue line now. And there it is, Mikheyev now with it. He'll jump up on the play. Gets the centered inside the offensive zone. Lost the puck. And that is Steinman now with it. Giveaway there by the Swiss. Cutting in front of the net. Puck is loose in the slot. And just as the Russian player was getting ready to pounce on that rebound, which came off the stick of Kozarenkov, goaltender Ritz pounced right on it. And he looks pretty confident in that net here.
Anything that comes around him, he's getting on. He doesn't want to play that chance game of what if I throw this one away and my team isn't able to make a play. He's just playing safe hockey right now, and who can blame him? A 1-0 game in a contest that your team wants to win for a shot at top spot in the pool.
Switzerland get the puck outside the zone again. It's a neutral ice. Giveaway there, and here is Shevchenko. Shevchenko's shot. Kicked off into the corner. Played down on the left-hand corner. Russia applying late pressure. Shevchenkov can't come up with the puck. He's fighting there with Lecoutre now. Now scooped up and fired around by Stadler. Back on the point. That's Alexiev. He keeps it in. Just 12 seconds in the period. Flipped off the boards. Out to center. And it's tapped into the zone there by the forward Eggenberger. And that'll do it for the second period here. Bit of a surprise. Russia only with a 1-0 lead. Team Switzerland hanging in there with some good speed and lots of forechecking. And the goaltender Ritz has been pretty good here tonight.
Couple of chances for Switzerland too, in on Russian netminder Burden, and just the puck rolling a little bit too far for them to get that final touch to slide it into the cage. But I think that overall they've got to be pretty happy with this effort, and it's got to be a bit of a concern for the Russians as they both part to their dressing rooms. They've had the chances to seal this one, not able to convert them, and because of such, it is 1-0 Switzerland as we head into the second intermission here at the Iroquois Sports Complex in Whitby, Ontario. In the booth here at the Iroquois Sports Complex in Whitby, Ontario. 40 minutes on the books, a 1-0 lead for Team Russia over Team Switzerland. But the Swiss certainly hanging tough with the Russians as they come close on numerous occasions to tying this one. But so far that elusive tying goal is still out there somewhere. And we're joined up here in the booth by Scott McRory, the owner of the Whitby Fury, also coaches. Thanks for taking the time out of your busy day. I know that with a tournament like this, you must be a extremely busy man, but we do appreciate your time.
Anytime, Alan.
You guys, the first OGHL centers, you and Coburg, the first OGHL centers in Ontario centers to host a tournament of this caliber, and this tournament actually, in fact, it's got to be a pretty nice feather in the cap for you guys.
Well, it's a great accomplishment, first of all, for the OGHL in our league, and then for the two organizations, Coburg and Whitby. When we first put the bid in, everybody goes, Whitby and Coburg, your rivalries, you're going to do this? And Mark Mercier and I worked very hard together on the board, and we said, you know what, it's a league first mentality in the OGHL, so we're going to go for it.
And they've certainly, the OGHL over the last probably 4, 5, 6 years have certainly made strides to increase the level of hockey, and a big part of that is a tournament like this where you get to showcase just how good the players at this level are.
Well, it's last night was here in Whitby was unbelievable. I was getting texts. We had 5 or 6 different owners from the league, and they're texting me going, Scott, can you reserve 4 tickets for our players? I'm like, what? Yeah, our kids want to come and watch. And that was one of the reasons why we stepped up and did it as the OGHL. We want to showcase our players, but let alone those players that can't play in the event get a chance to see what this event's all about.
Yeah, it was a great crowd that was out here last night for the Canada East Russia game. Not as big a crowd today, but certainly an entertaining game at that. I think a lot of people writing Switzerland off before the puck even dropped, and they're showing that on any given night, anybody can win. That's
international hockey. Everybody thinks that Russia should be blowing out Switzerland. Haven't played in Europe. I know what the Swiss are all about. They're hard-working, and they skate their tail off, and they're trying to keep the Russians at bay and keeping them frustrated so they don't get their lucrative chances that the Russians are used to.
That's one of the things we talked about in that second period. It's just when it looks like Switzerland's getting tired, they're getting worn down, they come back with another shift and they'll just skate right out of the end of the rink and really turn the game on its head. But back to your role in the tournament. You're about halfway through your portion of it. 6 games being hosted in Whitby. What are the overall impressions so far?
Well, as you said tonight, it's a little weaker crowd, but we expected that with a non-Canadian team playing. But first night was a good crowd, good atmosphere. Last night was an exceptional crowd with a great atmosphere, and I think you probably heard every time there was a close play at the net or a goal that the crowd was ecstatic. So, you know, for young kids playing in the Durham and Whitby region, young kids coming out to see this hockey. Not too many kids get a chance to see it, so you know it's a great experience.
And it goes hand in hand right at this time of the year. You've got the World Junior A Challenge happening here, and then in just over a week's time, the World Juniors, the Under-20 tournament happening. So it's a great time for hockey. And also last night, good to see not just Canada East supporters, but there's a good contingent of Russian fans on hand as well. Tons of Russian flags.
Yeah, there was. We had hoped that we'd get a good contingency of Russians out. As we all know, in the Metro Toronto area, there's a large population of the Russian community, and even in Oshawa, we have a pretty good population of the Russian people. So it was good. It was excited. They got excited every time Russia scored, and the rest of the Canadians were a little upset. But that's part of the game. Yeah,
that's the nature of the beast, and it's something you get anywhere. I know yesterday we were talking a bit about your volunteers that you have at this tournament and how they play such a crucial role in allowing a big production like this to go without any hitches, and even something as small as just getting a translator for the Russian team that when they're here on the week they have somebody who can be that go-between, stuff like that. It's just something you wouldn't think of otherwise, and then you get a tournament like this and it pops up.
Well, people don't realize between the two communities there's over 155 volunteers. When you talked about the Russian translator, Katya is a Metro Toronto police officer. She took the time off of work this week to help us out. A big thank you to her, but we have Team Canada East. We have Vinny with Switzerland, they're staying with the team the whole time, so that anything they need automatically they can reach out to them and take care of them.
It's a really an ideal situation for the teams to have, and you guys here in Whitby, a pretty good location to have a tournament like this, where you're close to the international airports, but you've also got tons of transportation locally that can allow the teams on off days to experience a wide array of different things.
Well, and that's what I was just talking to Team Canada East just about 5 minutes ago. Every team that's played in Whitby has gone down to the Hockey Hall of Fame. We've set it up through the Hall of Fame, and a big shout out to the Hall of Fame for allowing the teams to come in to do the tour. And all 3 teams were ecstatic about going to see the Hockey Hall of Fame and interacting. And like you said, the GO Transit right here makes it easy access via rail. Anybody wants to get out here tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday night, we're expecting huge crowds with Canada playing either Russia, U.S., and tomorrow night it looks like Canada East. Unless the Swiss pull off an upset here, then it's going to throw a little wrench in the plans. It should be Canada East and Czechoslovakia here tomorrow night.
If people are looking to get tickets for those final 3 games here in Whitby, how can they go about getting some?
They can go to Hockey Canada's /WJAC, or we have we'll call in ticket booth here at Iroquois is open 8 a.m. tomorrow. And you can buy your tickets for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
And how much do they run?
They'll start at $25. All 3 games are $25.
So not a bad deal at all. You get to see top-notch talent here in a fantastic venue, and it's an event being run by a fantastic crew. Thanks for your time, Scott.
No, not a problem.
Absolutely great event going on here, and I hope everybody tuning in can get down and see some great hockey.
Well, we have potentially 12 NHL first rounders in the tournament. So if you're a true hockey fan, you should be here in the next couple of days.
1-0 is the lead here for Team Russia over Team Switzerland. As we continue through the second intermission, you're watching the World Junior A Challenge from Whitby, Ontario on hockeycanada.ca and fasthockey.com.
Okay.
Just about set for the third period here in Whitby. 2015 World Junior A Challenge. Switzerland and Russia tangling on day 3 and the final day of round robin competition. And no change in our score from the first period. Still remains 1-0 off of the goal by Nikita Gromov in that first period. Shots after 2, 21-13 in favor of Russia in that second period, 14-6. As we are back here, Ken Hornick and Alan Atmansky.
Obviously, Matteo Ritz, the Swiss goalie, has been pretty good here tonight. 14 shots in that second period and 5 or 6 real good ones. Right off the hop here. Play goes into the Russian zone. They'll poke it out through center. Fired in, and back to pick it up there is Lecoutre. Plays the puck up through center. Picked off by Alexiev. Good recovery there by Lecoutre. He's been real good here tonight. Thought he had a good game against Canada East as well on Sunday. Here's Karpukin with a shot. Lecoutre kicks that, but it goes to the Russian player, and it's fired well wide of the marker and bounces out through center. Karpukin feeds it ahead. Went off the stick of number 25, I thought. Got a piece of it, but the linesman didn't think so. Off the stick of Mez Chiryakov, but I guess I need to get my eyes checked. Icing the call. Face off deep in the Russian zone.
Feels like a lot of people here at the Iroquois Sports Complex tonight rooting for Team Switzerland. They're almost like that underdog that everybody wants to see pull off the big upset, and they're hanging in this one. I don't think at the start of the evening very many people gave them much of a shot to do anything against this Russian juggernaut, but they're proving a lot of people wrong right now.
There's a shot from the point. Hard drive there by Oidemark. Flex out of play. Face-off will remain in the Russian zone. Russia makes a full line chase. Team Switzerland will keep out the same unit. Suter, Roberts, and Owen. Steinman's on the point there with Oidemark. Face-off. Controlled here by Russia. Slepets couldn't get it out. Shot well wide of the marker from Steinman.
And there we saw that face-off rule in effect. Both guys tied up, and normally you'd see them just kick it back to the defenseman to get that shot off, but not allowed in international hockey.
Slepets had the puck in behind the net, and Shevchenko was wide open, but he didn't see him. Shevchenko shoves it over here to Ivan Yuzhenkov on his backhand. Puck goes in behind the net. Shevchenko puts it back on the point. Here's Gromov back in the corner. Bounced off the stick of Shevchenko. They battle for it the right corner. Roberts slides it over there to Oidemark. Oidemark now plays it up through center. Picked off by Russia, and they come back the other way. Here's Slepets. He loses the puck. As soon as he got the puck, there were 4 Swiss players right on him. Not a lot of time and space out there. Fired in here by Riva. Puck goes off into the corner, and it's Eggenberger. Eggenberger battles for it, loses that battle. Now picked up by Rugenberger and shot out through center. Here's Geiser. Give it away there. Moving in is Kovalenko on the left side. Puts on the brakes, loses the puck. Good stick work there by the big man Nando Eggenberger to control it, and Switzerland will break out of their own zone. Backhanded off the boards into the Russian zone.
Geiser certainly hasn't looked out of place on the back end for Team Switzerland. Most times you don't want to notice the defenseman, and we haven't noticed him. If we do wind up bringing it up, it's usually because something went wrong for him.
Ivanov's shot from well out. Kicked to the side there by the goaltender Ritz. Russia with some pressure here. Kayamov with Ivanov and Maltsev out there. Maltsev comes up with the puck. Tucks it out front. There's a quick shot off the stick of Kayamov. It just went wide. Alexiev now in behind the net, loses the puck. Taken away there by Kurashev, and then he flips it around the boards. Here's Miranda for Switzerland. Gets by Ivanov and then gets out through center, then loses the puck. Gets it back and loses it again. Here come the Russians the other way. This is Bain behind the net. He centered it. Intended there for Avramenko, and he didn't see it. Switzerland come back. Fired in there by Kurashev, and he'll take a rest, as will his line mates. Russia out through center now. Long pass picked off there by Heim. Heim then rips it back into the Russian zone. Snapped up the left side here. That's Bain. He couldn't get it. Snapped right back in by Switzerland. They flip the puck off the boards out through center. Avramenko. Nice feed across there for Bain. Bain inside the offensive zone. Flips one towards the net. And it's kicked aside by Ritz. Good work there by Bain to come up with the puck. Flips it back to the point. Here's Makiev. Makiev now with it. On the right side. Pass across. Deflected back to the point. Slapped back in there by Yakovenko. Now Oidemark flips the puck up the boards. Picked off momentarily, and Switzerland come back the other way down the left wing boards. There's a long shot there by Rudgesinger right on. And we'll get a stoppage of play, but some good pressure at both ends here in the third.
I'm almost wondering if the Swiss know that they need to be shooting high on Russian netminder Mikhail Burden. That's a couple of occasions where they've got to the blue line, fired a high shot in there, made him play it, and usually he's given up a big rebound that they're trying to capitalize on.
Well, off the face-off, Switzerland won the draw, but the referee blew it down. And they'll drop it here again.
2-0 Canada West over USA right now as they start the third period in Coburg. The winner of that one will take top spot in Pool B, and they'll get a bye through to the semifinals.
Just checking my 50-50 ticket there. I bought one tonight, didn't win. Donation.
No luck tonight.
So Russia wins the draw and have control of the puck. It bounces out through center. It's going to go all the way down the ice. And we're going to get an icing call here. Just about went onto the goaltender. Ritz, pretty good here tonight.
Strong.
Only let that goal in, and 1:27 into the first period. That's the last time we had a goal. Gromav got the goal. It was a power play, too.
And you wonder if nerves might have played a bit in the performance there. I think it was in the first opening 2 minutes of that first period, way back when. But since then, he's settled in nicely and kept the Swiss in it, allowing them to keep pace.
Here's Switzerland coming back the other way. Backhand shot by Roberts. Puck is loose. For a moment it was there. And Owen tried to pounce on that rebound, but goaltender Mikhail Burden was able to get his trapper on it and freeze it up for a whistle.
I would expect we'll see lots of that both ends from here on out. Close game, lots at stake. Even the third place team gets to live another day.
Face off, won by Russia, and again they fire it down the ice. They wave that one off. Back to pick it up is Kozarinkov. Kozarinkov on his backhand comes to the center ice area. He then loses the puck. Intercepted there by Lurk. He'll flip it off, and it's picked off by the defenseman for Russia. That's Gromov. He's the goal scorer way back in the first period. Here's Kozarinkov feeding it ahead. Rupstov couldn't get his shot away, but he muscles his way into the corner with the puck. Now it's loose to the side of the net. Eggenberger. Now he'll flip it over here on the left corner for Lecoutre. Now flips it back in behind the net, and that'll be Steinem. Check that. That's Stadler. Stadler plays it ahead. Nice move in the neutral ice by Miranda. Gets into the zone. Can't get his shot away. Good defensive play there by the Russian defender Gromov on the point. Oidemark's shot is well off the mark. Back the other way comes Russia. Pass intercepted at center. Miranda gets it. He can't fire it in. Back the other way comes Kayamov now. Flips it off the boards and goes after it. Kayamov tried to slide it out front there for his winger Maltsev, but he wasn't able to. On the far side, that's Alexiev giving it away. Miranda's been out there a while. Puck loose in neutral ice. Steinman picks it up, but he fired it, and nobody there, and it goes down the ice.
A little too much juice on that one, and they'll be forced to play in their own end with 13:32 left in the third period and regulation. And despite the shots reading 21-13 for Russia after two periods, I think in actuality, probably closer if you take a look at the ones that missed the net as well for Team Switzerland. They threw a couple towards Russian netminder Mikhail Burden that just missed on each side of the cage.
There's the big defenseman forward last game. Geiser got the puck out. His size helps back there on the blue line tonight. Fired back in by Axel Simic. And Switzerland to make changes on the fly. 13 minutes left in the period. 1-0 Russia.
Couple of barn burners on the final day of round robin play. We've got a 1-goal game here in Coburg now. They've got a 1-goal game as the USA on the board. 2-1 to Canada West.
Alexiev with it. Goes cross ice there for Karpukin. His shot well wide of the marker into the corner. Rushing, cycling the puck. Avramenko with it. Still has it. Drops it there. Karpukin. Snapshot block. And a penalty coming up here. As Karpukin was forced to take a penalty as Russiger was possibly going in all alone. I think we might have 2 calls here.
It looked like it too on that play. For sure you're going to get the interference call. There's no doubt about that one. It was pretty obvious. But really nothing else he could do on that one. Otherwise, Russiger was off to the races. Good speed from the Swiss. We talked about it in the second period, how they really cranked it up another notch. We continue to see it here in the third.
He's one of the slower skaters in the team, but the thing is he kept his feet moving there and drew a penalty.
And that's what coaches will always tell you. You may not be the fastest one, but as long as your feet are moving, you've got a good shot at least drawing a penalty.
Face off won by Russia. Slepets plays it to the line, not out. Ojmark using his big body to keep it in. Now another chance, and Russia will fire it down. Swiss have had 1 power play in this game. Back in the first, they went over, then they're 0 for 1, obviously. They haven't scored a goal yet here tonight. They scored 3 in the first game against Canada East. Coming out through center. Heim overskates it and lost it, and the Russians get it out of the zone. 1:20 left in the power play. Ojmark has it. Flips it back for Riva. Riva almost gave it away there. Dangerous play. And now it's Andre Heim ripping one around the net. Getting there is Roberts. Couldn't get it back to the point. Loose puck now picked up by Yakovenko. He'll get a chance to clear it out. And he just gets it outside the line, but Switzerland come up with the puck. They'll get back into the offensive zone momentarily here. They'll make some changes on the fly. Under a minute left in their power play. Here's Kurashev now, closing the puck. Back the other way comes Kayamov. There's a quick snap pass across the middle there by Rupstov. Never made it through. Back the other way. Simic inside the line, right side. Plays it back, picked off by Russia. And they get it out through center. Here's the speedy Kovalenko getting a chance on his backhand. And that may have grazed the outside of the post.
Did not miss by much, that's for sure.
Here he is again. Centers it. Broken up, and back the other way comes Switzerland. Final 10 seconds of the power play. Miranda leading the rush. Has it. Goes cross ice here for Kurashev. Kurashev never got his shot through. Good block there by Alexiev. On the point. Shot there by Geiser. Never made it through. Deflects off into the corner. Penalty now over. Cross ice pass. And Kurashev couldn't get much on that. He had a good chance to make it 1-1, and Russia will fire it down the ice. Good penalty kill by Russia.
By the time the Swiss figured out how to break that penalty kill from the Russians, it was too late, and the penalty had expired. Just at the tail end of it, finally generating some chances.
Here's Heim to the blue line. Gets it back on his backhand, but can't corral it. Then gives the puck up. Now gets it back. Heim inside the zone, being checked closely. Shoots one towards the net. Poked out. Lurch couldn't get a stick on the rebound. Lurkin there along with Heim. Battling for the puck. Still loose. Now in to grab it is Yakovenko. Plays it off the boards, and Russia with a chance to clear the zone. Rink wide pass right in front of us for Avramenko. His pass deflected. Back the other way comes Rugasiger. Gets by one man, then loses the puck, and Avramenko is back the other way.
Great job by Russia to gain that one into the corner. They'll work it back to the blue line now as Bain fires a shot. Blocked right at the top of the dots.
Karpukin makes the pass. Blocker save there by Ritz. He pushes it off into the corner. Now it's in behind the net. Avramenko with it. He lost it. Switzerland come out of the zone now through center. Bernet with a rare shift. Fires it in and goes after it. Ivanov flips it off the boards but not out. Bernet with it. On his backhand.
Switzerland's got to be careful with playing three guys on one side of the rink. There's a winger all alone on the near side. If that puck pops free, well, he's going to be gone.
Stadler couldn't get a shot through from the point, and Russia break it up and come back the other way, flipping it into the zone now. Kayamov picks it up. Got it to Maltsev, Maltsev with a quick shot. And he got hacked up there after he shot that puck, but a real quick shot by Maltsev, and Russia get a big one there and lead it 2-0.
They always talk about the release and how quick it needs to be able to get a quality shot off, and a good example there coming off the stick of Maltsev. He goes low blocker just where they tell you to put it, hard to stop for a goaltender to make, and it puts the Russians up by a pair. 8:12 to go in this third period.
Puck is shot deep in the zone. 2-0 now, Russia. First goal since the opening minute and a half of this game. Both teams with lots of opportunities, and Russia finally capitalized on one there. On a good shot from Maltsev, and with that, we'll get a stoppage of play, and we'll get our arena maintenance timeout.
A real backbreaker goal that one was. As soon as it went in, you could almost feel the wind taken right out of the sails of the team. As Switzerland, they'd been playing a great game up to that point, generating some chances, keeping the Russian attack at bay, but then all of a sudden, Maltsev right alone at the face-off circle, snaps one low blocker, and a tough break for the underdog Swiss team, who now will look to regroup with just under 8 minutes left in the third. Still tons of time for them to get it going, but certainly can't waste any more of it.
You say it was 2-1 up there still? 2-1?
2-1 at last check. We'll take another look at the score. And it's now 3-2 Canada West. So goals coming fast and furious in Coburg, and that a big game, as it'll determine the winner of that pool.
Two pretty good teams there, Canada West and the U.S.
Yeah, two teams who have won gold medals since 2012. The only two teams to win gold medals since 2012.
Scramble for the puck off the draw. There's a shot. That goes well off into the corner off the stick of Eggenberger. Bouncing out through center and snapped back in by Riva. 2-0 Russia. They just scored here to jump up to a 2-0 lead. Back the other way is Rutsov. His shot deflected off the glass. He gets his own rebound and then fires it well wide of the net. Kozarinkov plays it back to the point, but gets it back now on the right wing boards. Good defensive play there by Riva, take it away from him. Now Geiser plays it up the left side. Snapped into the zone by Bernet. Funny bounce off the backboards, and the goaltender made a quick jerk reaction there. When he did, I think he took the net off its mooring, so we'll get a stoppage of play.
You can almost count on at least one of those stoppages per period, it seems, here at the Iroquois Sports Big Pad in Whitby, Ontario. Certainly one of the older rinks around these parts, but one that's got tons of character. You don't see them made like this anymore.
6 pads in this arena.
It's a fantastic facility. I can remember the first time coming to it, just blown away by all the ice surfaces that they had here and just how modern it was.
Face off to the right of the goaltender, Ritz. Won by Switzerland. Shot about 6 feet wide off the stick of the right-handed shooter, Miranda. Left-handed shot, Miranda there. He's played pretty well here for Switzerland. Puck poked out through center and down the ice. See if this makes it down for icing. No, it's not gonna. On his backhand, Lecoutre loses the puck. That's Bain in there. He's a pesky player along the boards. Maxime Bain, number 26 for Russia. Had a good game against Canada East last night. Puck at the blue line, slapped back in. Stadler back pedals, gives it to Lecoutre. Plays it up through center. Semick lost it. Lecoutre now with it. Over here to Steinman. Gets the center. Flips the puck into the zone, but it's brought right back out by Russia. And the long pass intended there for the speedy Kayumov. He couldn't reach it, and icing is the call against Russia.
Switzerland looking for some sort of bounce back right now, and it's almost like they're in a funk right now. They started the second period strong. We're rolling along, and that goal really has taken the wind out of their sails a bit.
Face off to the right of Burden, who has the shutout going here. They only gave up one goal last night, Team Russia. Pretty solid on the back end, and both goaltenders have played well here.
Sukachev looking real strong for the Russians last night, and tonight, great performance to this point by Mikhail Burden.
Team Switzerland giving up the puck there, and almost a scoring chance for Russia, but it bounces out through center. Here comes Suter. Slaps one, goes off into the corner. Karpukin slaps it off the boards, but not out. There's a long shot off the stick of Oijamark, and it just about went in. I don't think the goalie saw it.
He was swinging all sorts of directions in that crease, never came up with it.
Kiev gives it away to Suter. Suter spins in behind the net, plays it off the boards to Oijamark. He'll slap it off the boards, and it comes out to center. Broken up there by Karpukin and fired right back in. And that was right on the goaltender, Ritz, and the Russian player was first to gain the zone, and he was forced to hang on to the puck.
Tough spot for the Swiss to start from, but they do have the speed to make something happen. The only thing is that when Russia plays with a lead, they become confident, and they don't give you a whole lot to work with. We saw it in the Canada game yesterday where they got up by 3 and then really shut down the Canadian attack. We'll see if the Swiss find the same fate against them.
Slepet slips one towards the net, but the rebound squirted free into the corner. Final 5 minutes of the third period. Russia in the white, leading 2-0 over Switzerland. They're in the red jerseys tonight. On the far side. Here is Lurk. Shot saved there by the goaltender, Burden. Russia get the puck out to center. Good stick there by Stadler to break up that play. Scooting across there to make a good body check. That was Eggenberger, and he'll head off, as will two of his teammates. Stadler to center, drives one in. Off the backboards for Yakovenko. Kept in at the line. Shot, easily saved there by Burden. Likes to use them pads. He gives up a lot of rebounds, but they're not directly in front of the net.
No, he controls them pretty well and keeps them out of traffic for the most part.
Down the right side, here is Kozarenkov moving in, shooting! Oh, and he just missed the top corner blocker side. I believe the goaltender got a piece of it. Good net drive there by Kozarenkov. Another chance in front. And a good defensive play there by the captain Stadler as he tied up Kovalenko. Shot from well out. Off into the corner. Pass goes through the slot onto the right wing boards. Here's a chance for Rupstov now with it. Lots of time. Controls it. Fires it in front on the backhand. That is Kovalenko firing one. Never got much on it. On his backhand there, Kozarenkov got a shot, but there wasn't much on that either. And the goaltender made the easy save. On the point now. Here's Alexiev. Giving it to Rupstov. His shot. Rebound, and Kovalenko couldn't get his stick on it. Good pressure here by Russia late in the game. Up by 2 goals. Just over 3 minutes left in the period. They scored once in the first, no goals in that second, and they scored here in the third to take that 2-goal lead, and they have the puck. Here's Rupstov now with it. Plays it back on the point for Gromov. Gromov backhands it back into Rupstov. He'll tap it into the corner. And Kovalenko knocked off the puck. Quick snapshot on the turn there by Maltsev. Maltsev gets it. He scored the second goal. Here's Maltsev again doing some good stick handling. Hanging on to that puck. Now he loses it for a moment. Rupstev picks it up. This line's been out there for a while. Switzerland with a chance to clear the puck out, and they get it out through center. Here's Yakovenko now, firing one across. Lead pass on the stick of Kayamov, and now it's Maltsev, and he'll flip one in and stays on the ice. Oijamark loses it, centering, back on the point. Russia can't keep it in.